In 2014, I was in event planning, and that was a business that I was doing. And then when I got married, my husband and I continued to do the event planning business. And I thank God for my husband today. My husband, Kenneth, is here to support me. I thank God for him. You know, I just thank God for him and his support. Thank you, Lord. And with the event planning business, I was doing bridal shows with a friend of mine. She's very well known in the bridal industry. And she said, why don't you start doing a blog? And I'm like, really? She said, yeah. She said, you have a lot of talent. You can teach people things with events and so forth. So why don't you start a blog? I said, okay. And I didn't really second think about it. I was like, I'm going to do it. I started a blog. And from there, people started coming to me, sharing with me, you have a gift too. Let God use you with encouraging people. And I was like, wow, that was right up my alley, because I always love to encourage people. I just know that's just something that I just love to do all the time. And I started doing a blog just to encourage and uplift people. And from there, I just kept hearing in my spirit, it's time to write a book. And I'm like, wow, God, really? Me? This was never anything I ever thought of. I never even knew that I had the gift to do that. It was nothing I ever fathomed. I'm like, God, really, me? And he said, yes, you. And I got right on it. I started. But then again, you know, distractions will come. And it took me, seemed like forever to get the book done. But I got it done. And I thank God for that. And my first book, Be Encouraged, Be Inspired, and Be Motivated to Keep Looking Up, is basically a book that all of us can relate to. It's broken into 3 parts. Be encouraged is one section. To be inspired is the second section. And be motivated is another section. And it has to do with different struggles and different obstacles that we go through in life, different disappointments. But I end each story, short story, with keep looking up. And that's my message today to everybody here, to keep looking up. Don't give up. God has a plan and a purpose for each of us. We are setting the tone. There's people waiting for our stories. We all have other books in us. People are waiting because our books are tied to some people's breakthroughs. So don't get discouraged. Don't allow the enemy to make you think that you're not doing anything. You are. We all are. And I thank God for the platform. I thank God for what he's doing in each and every one of our lives. And as LaVon shared, I also help other people that want to write a book. I have a workshop coming up July the 25th, and it's going to be in the private dining room at Chili's Restaurant on City Avenue. And I'm keeping the cost very low for people. My colleague and I don't know, some people here may know Carolyn Wilson. She wrote a book, Magnified Thoughts, and we're coming together as a team to help people get their books written. If you know anybody that would like to come, they may not even have the $20. Tell them to just come. Just come. We want to help people. There's too many people walking around with stories in them that need to get those stories out. We just want to help somebody. So I have some cards up here with the information. If you know somebody, you can share it with them. And if there's anybody in the house today that's not an author that would like to be there, you have free entrance. Just come see me, and I'll make sure that you get the information that you need. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to share. I think that's all, but God bless you all. Thank you for this time.
Addiction, but from struggles in your marriage. It talks about forgiveness. It talks about date nights. It talks about anniversary. It talks about infidelity. It talks about everything pertaining to marriage, and it also has scriptures in it. And I'm going to tell you, writing a book is not easy. People think that writing a book is so hard. I mean, it's so easy. It's not easy at all. It took me a lot. I even put my book down because I didn't think that I was worthy of writing a book. And then after I wrote my book, that's when I found out that it was a lot of Facebook groups out here that can even help you put your book together. But at the time, it was only me and the Lord that wrote this book, and also my husband, because he set up many nights with me just want to let you know that being married is not easy at all. But if you put God in it, and if you and your spouse work hard together, that marriage can be prosperous, and you can live a happy life in your marriage. It does not have to be sad. It is marriage is what you make it, and marriage truly is a life's journey. Thank you for this opportunity. Have a blessed day.
My father, I couldn't understand how can a father know that his child exists and still not be there. But again, that's his story. He was dealing with drugs, and it was a struggle for him. But it had me think less of myself, because my dad was on drugs. My mom didn't realize, but those words, when things she couldn't deal with me, and she said, "You're going to end up just like your father." It made me feel like, well, I guess I'm going to not to amount to anything. I guess I'm going to be a failure. And knowing that my dad was on drugs and he was what the street would call a crack kid. When I looked in the mirror, all I could see was a crack baby, right? I didn't see an author in the making. I didn't see a college graduate. I didn't see a combat veteran. All I see was a crack baby. And then I realized at this point that what's the point of being here? What's the point of living? And I actually wanted to end it all. I wanted to end it all, and then it made me, for some reason, made me think about grandma, right? When things got crazy, she picked up this book, and that book was the Bible. Amen. That book was the Bible, and it had me think about, I didn't have the Bible with me, but it made me realize that, you know what, God, I know that you can hear me. And I asked God at this time, I need you more than ever. I need you to be there for me. I need you to show me the way. And God kind of spoke to me, and he said, those days when you was on the steps waiting for your dad to come home or come pick you up, I was right there. He said those times when you went left and everybody went right, I was one nudging you to go the other way. And he said every prayer that you sent to me, I heard every single word. And I'm reminded by Joshua 1:9 that to be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. The Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So when I look at a father's message, it's to encourage a child that they don't have to go through what I went through. To let a child know that the situation may start one way, but it doesn't have to end that way. It's giving life lessons to a child to encourage them that they can do all that they can do. And they can be all that they can be. And just it starts with believing in themselves. And that's why I'm excited to be around like-minded people as yourself as far as authors. Because if you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't have a story to tell. So we all have a story to tell, and I'm just encouraged and motivated to be around that to let me know that it is worth telling your story. Thank you.
His battle with cancer, so like his spirit revitalized my body. So they kind of like look at me as like an extension of him, which is like kind of weird, like growing up, right? Because even some people in my family call me by his name, and so it's just like unpacking that whole situation. My family believes in reincarnation. My great-grandfather died June 28, 1991. A week later, I was born on July 5th, 91, just shy of being held in my grandfather's arms. In my delivery, the umbilical cord choked me into a flatline. My family says it was your spirit that brought me back. They like to think you knew you would be needed, so you stopped clinging to your life in order to return and resurrect mine. And from the stories, we seem to have so much in common that I sometimes wonder if you have my demons too. I wonder, if your spirit would have saved me knowing how much I would struggle with depression, would you have saved me if you knew sometimes I wouldn't want to wake up? If you knew I would wish my alarm clock, a loaded gun, morning sounds of bullets to start my day with a bang? I wonder if you were there with me in college, when I would drink a cup of rum to help me sleep, but one cup always turned into a bottle, and a bottle always turned into darkness. Sometimes I still drink rum to sleep. Mom says we could both drink a fish out of water. I wonder if we both drowned the same too. I wonder if you felt the same resentment I felt when Granny died. At the age of 95, she was a hero, but lived long enough for Alzheimer's to make her a villain. And watching my mother, your daughter, battle cancer and Granny's verbal lashings formed an animosity in me I just now learned to let go of. And maybe your spirit and me couldn't take the corrosion either. Maybe you had just as much trouble separating the disease from your wife as I did. Maybe I felt so much anger because I could feel your heart breaking inside me. And maybe I couldn't let go of that either. I've always struggled to let go of things. Probably because I'm so used to people letting go of me. See, Grandpa, sometimes I feel like I'm in the book of Job. I've learned everything in life through loss. I strive to be the opposite of every pain I've come in contact with, but I fear the day I get tired of losing. And for the last few months, I've been tired of losing. I wonder if you ever attempted suicide. After the last episode of 13 Reasons Why, I had a 2-hour breakdown in my best friend's bathroom. Decided today would be the day I died and pressed a chef knife to my arm. I'm only alive because my sister called me, and maybe I answered because I didn't really want to die. And now I wonder if killing myself would damn me and your spirit. If you truly use your soul to keep me alive, then am I not living for the both of us? Is every action I take not mine and yours simultaneously? Or maybe this wasn't even your decision in the first place. Maybe I have depression because I'm an old spirit trapped in a body I didn't ask for. Maybe every family member that's died in my birthday was a sacrifice to keep me here. Or maybe you had demons that transcended your body too. So now all your hell's on my head. Mom says you smoked a lot and I burned too many bridges. So maybe we both been chasing fire from the start. Maybe burning down is all we know because we were both born for resurrection. Maybe the me before you saved you. I'll never really know because no one who was at your birth is alive now to speak of it. Maybe we both shadows of some ancestor we never met. Maybe we both been trapped in this cycle of sacrifice since the first of our family walked this earth. Cursed to be both Indra and Sasuke, and just like them, I'm the last namesake left in my family bloodline, and I wonder, 50 years from now, when my firstborn is having a son, will I even get a chance to hold him? Or will I be another family phoenix forcing my child to pour a shadow out the ashes?